What's up, YouTube? I'm going to show you a little more information about the YA manifold. Don't mind this. This is from a K20Z1, so you don't have to use that. You could just go stock D17. Anyhow, alright, so there's two hoses there. This one goes for the PCV valve using the stock fuel rail. Right on. Alright, and the other hose is for the brake booster. Decided to use this bracket, but you could use your stock bracket to bolt onto here. So the stock bracket will have two cables, one for the cruise control, one for the throttle body. And this I just capped it off. That's for your fuel regulator, but you don't have it, so you don't need it. And this is my stock fuel rail with the injectors on there. I use extra O-rings to make a perfect seal. See this bolt right here? The other one's not there. Let me show you. Alright. See, it has bolt. I took off the other one, and usually comes with two. The fuel rail is better without it to fit on, because this one gets in the way. This one on this side. So, and then I'll show you. You just use the stock one to mod the hose. Supposed to put it evenly. Right there. So then you gotta mod that hole. Mod that hole. See that EGR hole? Shit. You can mod that hole too. Mod the EGR to make this still work as an EGR. Cap this side off, make that hose come out all the way underneath to this. You just gotta turn this one down that way. Put a screwdriver through here and pliers and move at the same time downward or the other way. It's really hard. Cut this piece off, you don't need it. It's in the way of the AC thing. And so you remove your studs. You do not need them. These studs are too long on your stock block. And you use smaller ones. You could use the D16 stock magnetic manifold studs. You only need three. One right here, here, and here. And these you could use regular bolts. Two of them, 10mm. And then, because these would be too long, you have to use spacers, and then you can't install. You don't have enough room, so these are too long to install. What else? This is not modded, so you have to match up your old. You have to take these studs off, match up your D17 throttle body on here, and mod the holes on there. You could probably use this and do the cutouts for the hose, and then put it back on to cut out the hose. Make sure it's even. You might have to grind a little bit. And then what else? This sucker right here. This little, you can put for the PCV valve that goes from the crank. So that's what I did. That's my EGR right there. Chopped it off. See how that thing in the middle, I converted it to go to a smaller hose. Go to the back, and it's back there. Don't mind that silicone I put on there. I switched it from over here, capped it off over here, and I put it over there. I was doing something else, but I decided to leave it there. So you could still leave it over here on this side. Just turn it. And yeah, I push this AC line back so it won't hit. And I think the power steering too, and pushed it back. But again, should cut that off. I didn't cut it, I forgot this off.
You're paying so much for the party, you know? Yeah.
And then down there is the crank one. So you can see it goes up. I put a little conversion to a smaller line to fit there. You could probably drill that out, put a bigger size fitting to fit the bigger size hose. And then I'm using this hose for the other side. So let me get the side view. Hold on. Okay, so the line's right there. Goes there. I don't know if you guys can see that. The crank ventilation hose. Anyhow, that's how it goes. So yeah, this one I only used one bracket right here. I modded some piece of metal on just one bolt, pulls down. You could even put another bolt if you want to here, but it's not going nowhere. Unless you're going turbo, probably put the other bolt over here to make sure this rail doesn't fly off with the pressure. But yeah, this side I couldn't do it because it's in the way, it tilts. So I don't want it to tilt because then it leaks air. And these hoses, they're going underneath. Stock ones are going up here. I just flipped them. You could twist it from right here to flip it. And then this hose is not stock. I forgot how the stock looks like, but this I just bought in Hose AutoZone. You don't even have to go through here. If you want, you just put the evap over here and put a hose to it straight over here to avoid this whole loop around. Anyways, yeah, make sure the arrow is pointing that way, going to the manifold. This is the evap again. And the wiring, you could extend it by opening this thing. The wirings are in there. You open it up, take off the tape, bring them all the way back. I cut mine, I made them longer. I didn't know, not the first time. So I cut in and added wires. If I were to do it the other way, I wouldn't cut them, I just extend them. Relocated the battery's not there, so you guys could use a cold air intake from a D16. Or if you guys want to go bigger, go B16 cold air. This is actually H22. It was different folding, so I cut it so I can make it fit like this, and I just got this. I had this bracket, I just made it, and then yeah. So that's it. Putting it in, make sure you don't start with this side going down in first. Start with this side. When you put it in, start it off like this, and then once you go in there, turn it so you guys can see this side down, then turn it. Alrighty. And you guys could even go about, if you guys don't like this, you can take it off with some pliers or drill it out through this hole. Take that off and then screw on some metal fitting with the hose converter. You just put the hose in there and straight to the back. You could even take this off from here, cap that off, and put it somewhere over here. Put it somewhere right here, so you just straight right here to this, straight here to here. You can do all kinds of different things. You can do your own stuff. And the map sensor, just drill a hole through here, and then screw, and that's it. Put it on. This is automatic. On the manual, where is it at? Hold on. The manual has a hole already, so it won't. It fits through. It won't get stuck easily. So you can maybe try to change the O-ring on the sensor to make a really thick one to make it fit, to make it get stuck. And try to drill a hole right here or here. Who cares if it goes like that? Or you could just try to make a hole on top and put the map sensor right there. This is what I had, by the way, on my car before, the Y8 setup, and the regulator, fuel rail, stock D16, gauge and everything, and then I hooked up everything to that line, with that line. I got that piece from the junkyard. Took a screw on a stock filter, screw this thing on, and that piece just went straight on my fuel rail. So I took that off and I just put that hose through there and screwed it on. So that's how I had the Y8 set up. I didn't cut it, and just left it. And actually these bumps helped me to seal it better. I actually used three of those ties for the line to make sure there was no leakage in the fuel. Alright guys, that's what I did. That's my car. I have a lot of things done to it. So stage 2 cams. I got the AEM pulleys, cam gears, also 4 to 2 to 1 headers, straight pipe, and what else? Stage 1 clutch, insert motor mounts, which were hard to put in. You gotta cut some out to make them slide in. What else do I have? Oh, overbore pistons, 1,000s. What is it? 1 millimeter over, which is I think 30 thousandths over or 40 thousandths over. Forgot. So yeah, so technically I might be at 1.8. I'm not too sure, so I'm not gonna say I am. That's what I have. Alright, later.